Good evening. I'm Cadet Major Joshua Batchelor from Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's been 5 years, 260 weeks, 1,825 days. To walk through this time, it takes forever. You see everything from a different perspective. And here it is, it's done. It's flown by. I don't remember everything. I already missed it all. But I will never forget the chances I've been given, the lessons I've been taught, and the friends I've met. I could tell you about my many accomplishments here. You know, the sheen of wax on an apple, stuff that tastes grody. I could feed each of you various medals, honorable presentations, court cover uniforms, team scores on display, and pictures on paper. But this is not why I've changed, nor does it claim any credence to my successes. This is not the essence of my being. I can rant and scream at my past actions, ladies and gentlemen. I could ask you to view me in venerable verification for various vivacious victories I have vicariously ventured to vex. These do not make the man. They simply serve to embolden and emboss the idea of the man. And so I charge you all tonight, not just these cadets I see sitting around you. Learn my hard-learned lesson for me. Every man is born with a choice, and he's born with chances. He is only to take them. He must have the drive and will to force these open, as you would a clam to search for the pearl. This is why St. John's has been turning boys into men for 124 years. We are given a chance to strive. We're given companions to support and be supported by. We have amazing mentors to learn from. Those of you out in the crowd. But most of all, we have our memories. These are what carry us through, and we'll do so until we shuffle off this mortal coil. For I've been telling you this was coming for about 4 years now, so don't salute any sergeant majors, okay? And to the mighty parabola, what's up with all the dolls in your basement? You know, I remember writing letters home. You know, I started screaming and ranting and saying the most horrible things I could say. Anything that would get me back home. Just any little thing. I even told them about an AWOL idea I had, which I absolutely realized it wouldn't work. I was going to jump into one of the dumpsters, early in the morning and wait for myself to get dumped into a dump truck. That's not going to work. It's Coy's, Brands if you're here, and anybody else who remembers. So much puke. I don't know if anybody gets this. BC.
Get it?
You know, when I started here, things were different. Competition was harsh when you were practicing to drill. I used to stand there and you couldn't look around because if you did, you were going to get PT'd for hours upon hours. So I used to stare at the shadows in front of me and see who was standing the most still. Miss Stein, thank you so much for everything. I can finally play trumpet. Campbell, you've got the harshest bark I've ever heard. A heck of a bite, too. Ms. Zerger, you are the hardest teacher I have ever had. I don't think I've ever had quite as much heartache and issues dealing with everything as when I had you. But you've taught me the most out of almost any teacher I've ever had, and I thank you for that. Wherever you are, where are you? Hi, ma'am. Mr. and Mrs. Dutton, Delana, you've been like a second family to me. Thank you very much. Every time we go down to get laundry, you know, you walk in, you pick up your laundry bag, and you just kind of carry on. But occasionally, you'll find these little notes, you know, saying congratulations on this or that. Laundry ladies, that did a lot for me. It helped me pass a lot of hard days. Mr. Alvarado, vaya con Dios. Ms. Blumberg, thank you for everything. Master Sergeant Lambert, I enjoyed talking with you. You know, sitting down randomly, having a nice conversation. I don't get many of those here. Chief, that's a point. Okay, just for being here, that's a point. Sergeant Stahl, thank you for finally giving me those things. You've had them for, what, a year now? It took you forever. Ms. Krause, I hated chemistry until I met you. Sergeant Cruz, you need to let people, you know, get off the buses to go to the bathroom or on the Baton Death March. Standing there for 10 minutes is not fun. Major, Mrs. Major, thank you too. You've meant a lot to everybody here and you've done a lot for me personally. You know, they say tornadoes of love will rip us to shreds. Mom, thank you. This wouldn't have been possible without you. I have one little thing to say before I step down and hand the mic over. It's a poem I wrote a while ago, and I hope you'll take this to heart and apply it. Within this tiny place, we all should find a tiny trace of memory we hold dear. Whether that memory holds a fear, dear, or something more to fear, it must not be lost. This one thing cannot be tossed when all things are lost, for this memory is you. Finally, to anybody who I didn't mention, there's so many of you. I'd be up here for hours if I did that. Thank you for everything.